Hello everyone, this is Paul from Ortho Eval Pal, and what I'm going to do today is talk about how to fix a valve in a Be Strong blood flow restriction cuff. Sometimes, you get a little junk in the valve and it can get stuck in there and cause the valve to leak. This one happens to be one that we use on a regular basis, and we just noticed that it started losing air a little bit while using it with a patient, so we had to keep refilling it. So today I'm going to just do a little demo on how you can fix this valve, and you can also use this demo to replace the valve if you had one, but we're going to see if we can fix it just by cleaning it up a little bit. So first thing we do is we want to make sure that we know where that air is being lost from. So you take your pump, and you take the female side, put it into the male side, and then you fill it up with air. I'll probably put about 300 millimeters of mercury into it right there. And then I will take it off. Then you can see how the band is nice and full right now. I'll take this tip, and I'm just going to put it in the water to see if we get any bubbling. And as you can see right there, it's really coming out of that tip. So there must be something stuck in there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to dry this off. Move our water aside. And I'm just going to let the air back out of the band. So the air is pretty much out of it. Now what we need to do is we need to take this tip of this valve off. And this can be a little bit tricky, so I like to use a pair of pliers like this that close up and down like that, rather than a long nose pair of pliers, because they don't work as well, and I've tried them already. So this works really well. Now, here's an interesting little clip. Right here, as you can see, there are some teeth right here. So you want to take your pair of pliers, and this can be a little tricky, and grab it just like this, and twist it down and off. So now you can see how this clip just came off and loosened up there. So now you want to take the female side of the clip, snap it into the male side, and it'll help to try to pull this valve out. And you just have to work at this nice and easy, back and forth. It can take a little bit of work to get it out of there, especially the first time. It's a-coming. There we are. And just about out of there. Okay, so now we have that out. We take this off, and you can see how that valve is made. Okay, so one of the things we're going to do here is we're going to just get some air pressure and even a little bit of water through this. So what you do is you take your pump, and just take the hose off, just like this, and switch it and put it back onto this valve. And you're just going to kind of push it right back on there, just like this. Now what you can do is you can put a little pressure into that valve. And as you can see, we're losing some air here. Let me check to see if it's still just the valve that is leaking. So you can see the air coming out of it now. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to get some air going through here. Now, after you have performed that several times and allowed the air to come through at a real quick rate of speed, you'll notice that our pressure is now holding, which it wasn't doing a while ago. And just to test that valve, go ahead and take it back to your bowl of water and see if there's any leaking. And we don't have any bubbling going on there. So, with that being said, we're ready to reassemble our strap. So we're going to take this one off. Now you can place this tip back onto your pump so that the pump is ready to go, and we can put that aside. You'll take the male end of your valve, put it back into the female side, really give it a push, get it solidified right in there so it's nice and tight. And now we need to place this crimp ring back in place. This is where these pliers really come into play nicely, where you can just take both edges like this, give it a squeeze, and the crimp ring snaps right in place to hold the valve right where you need it to be. Now we are all set to go by placing the pump back on, getting the band on our patient, and there it's holding pressure nicely. That is how you repair a valve on a B-Strong blood flow restriction band. Thanks.